Hey, Frida Gross. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Just Net, nice to see you. Carmex 202, Lanice, how are you? Ciao, bye. How you doing? See the Frida Gross, nice to see you. Hey, it's Jay, Lena Pretty Brown Eyes. The Bushes, what's up? D Cop, what's going on? The Only Empress, Madam Scorpio, and Mr. 85. Thank you all for coming out and spending a little time with me this morning. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to um, I'm going to start with something different. First of all, I think that maybe a lot of us were over at J Dunn's today, and we hear that J Dunn is going to have to leave YouTube. Hey, Tammy Lynn, how you doing? Vinqua, hey, Miss Toby. What are you saying, Miss Toby? Lord Ronnie Q, I'm trying to take Beefsteak to break after J Dunn's live. Yeah, that was a bit much. Hello, Mr. Carruthers. How are you doing? I appreciate your support as well. Okay, you're trying to take a break. Okay, so we were over at J Dunn's, and so she gave the story that stepping away from YouTube because she has to take care of some legal things, and she didn't want to go into the details, which is smart. Um, okay, from what I gather, this is just me. From what I gather from different things, different details, and all this type of stuff, we all saw Benzone come up and say that she wanted to challenge Jadon to a boxing match and that she was going to Bree's vacation. So this was on the same day that Jadon announced that she would be going on Bree's vacation. It is my understanding, but you cannot quote me. It's my understanding that Benzone is the one who put some paperwork on Jay Dunn, and it's for cyber stalking or cyber bullying. But you heard what I said. Jay Dunn was up on Bree's panel, and then Benzone came on Bree's panel and challenged her to a duel of sorts, as in a boxing match, for over $2,000, a price of over $2,000 or something like that. And it's my memory that Jay Dunn said, "No, I'm going on vacation. I ain't going nowhere to fight nobody." That's just my understanding of it. So, let me see what you sure did. Yes, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. I wasn't there, but thanks for the recap. Yeah, so it's my understanding. Do not quote me. This is my understanding. Allegedly, do y'all believe her? She says she was leaving before. I don't know if she's. I think she says she's not gonna leave. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me get my thoughts correct straight. She did not say she was leaving YouTube. She did say that that was going to be her last live. That's what she said. She didn't say she was leaving. Hey, in the lab. Hey, Mahia. Thank you for being here. She said that that was going to be her last live. So, welcome everyone. Please hit the like button to see the best toes on OnlyFans. Yes. You know, some guys are into toe fetishes. UNC girl, was that you or somebody else who said that they give their guy a happy ending with their feet? So there's that. Don't act like it ain't no money in it. Okay. so anyway, hey Bomb, how are you doing? Okay, so Jay Dunn said that she would have to be leaving. It is my understanding. If you already on probation, you have to watch how you move. She hasn't changed any of her behavior at all. Okay, you don't think so, Bap? So I can understand you not thinking so. So hey Fates Yaya, how you doing? Um Let me see. Connie, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So, in the essence of Benzone Baps, what would be the issue? Because I don't be a lot of places that Ben Zone is. And birdies are chirping. Oh, let me not say the word birdies. Butterflies are chirping and saying that Shelly and the celebrity pig are also the ones who are fronting this endeavor to put Benzone up to going. It's alleged that Benzone has went and pressed some type of charges against her about cyber stalking or cyber bullying. So now I'm going to say this. This kind of reminds me about the same instance when VS was arrested. A lot of people said it was varying opinions. There was a whole lot of talk about the charges that were put on her, all these real heavy felony charges, and then some people were like, "Well, wow, that's a bit much for a fight." And if it was some clear people out there doing it, if it was one of those senators' wives out there who did it, I don't think that they would be facing felony charges. I don't even think they probably would have just wrote them a ticket to show up in court. So it's a whole lot of varying opinions because we have the right to our own opinions. But and then some people was like, well, she deserves that because of all the stuff that she has been doing in the YouTube streets. So she deserves it for her past behavior. And then I was like, well, no, she's not arrested for her past behavior. She's arrested for what she did now. And it's my opinion that black people are always over prosecuted. And when they could be prosecuted for lighter things, it's my opinions that they always over prosecute black people. And I'm not surprised with the charges, but I don't think they're fitting. So, hey, Trey, Ronnie Q, I said this sounds just like that VS incident. So now, people, there are a lot of opinions that J Dunn hasn't, like Babs just says. Okay, let me see. I don't know the extent of their issues, but I know they started prior to the probation. That's the key word. Their issues started prior to the probation. So I wouldn't even interact with her. Well, Babs, I have not seen her interact with her, is my point. I saw Jay Dunn up on the panel, and then Benzone ran up on the panel that Jay Dunn was already on to challenge her to a physical fight in because Jay Dunn announced that she was going to Jamaica. There was also some talk about I'm only 3 hours away from you and this, that, and the other. But I don't recall. The only interaction that I recall was Jay Dunn saying I'm not fighting anybody. So let's be clear. Okay, Jay Dunn has had some horrible actions prior to her being on probation. So can anybody, hey fam, how you doing? Hey Bird. So can anybody, I'm not everywhere running Q. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. It's my opinion that she got her karma and she never knows when to quit, and it's all fun and games until it happens to you. I understand your feelings and your feelings are valid, but I'm just trying to get to the crux of these allegations. I understand that Jay Dunn has done some horrible things, but okay, let's look at the allegations that are being alleged that she had allegedly did. So there's a lot of allegations here because nobody knows the facts and we're all speculating. If if they think getting folks locked up will get them cool points, just look at Shireen. Exactly. So let's look at exactly what we're talking about. Hey, Lori Lolo. Hey, Madam Scorpio. I'm glad you're back. Rare treasure. Oh, good morning to you as well. I hope her father will be okay. Jay Dunn has been out of control. Okay. Yeah. So now we're gonna. Okay. So let me see what you guys think about Jay Dunn. Let me get that out of the way. Hey, Bush baby. Child bow. But that logic, most content create by that logic, most content creators should have paperwork. Hey, just Andrea. Hey, Liz, how are you? Let me see. Jazzy Jen, she just messed up with the right one who ain't having it, and it's that simple. Jazzy Jen, please expound on that. Exactly what did she do to mess up with the right one, and who might that right one be? Because it's my understanding that there are some dirty fingernails involved in this and some goosenecks involved with this. So Jazzy Jen, exactly who is that right one that she messed up with is my question. And what exactly did she do to mess up with that right one? Jazzy Jen, I'm gonna wait for your answer to that question. To each his own. I believe the law is being misused in this sector. No one is in danger. There are people who are truly cyber stalked and bullied. That said, she did open herself up to be prosecuted. Persecuted. I'm sorry. Persecuted, not prostitute. Not prosecuted or prostituted either. Okay, so did the person answer that question? Okay, let me see. She wasn't she wasn't the only one put paper on JD. Lady Silver Fox, you mean in this instance? You mean we're talking about okay, let's get okay, let's clear this up. I'm not talking about I'm talking about this instance in particular. Okay, so we can all agree that Jay Dunn has done some real messed up stuff to people on the internet. We are all clear on that. I am not an apologist for any of the jacked up stuff that Jay Dunn has done to people. And I have told her as much when she has posted different photos and stuff that is messed up. Jay Dunn, you should take that down. I agree with you all on that. But I'm talking about this instance in okay, now okay, here she goes. The person who put the case on her feels Jay Dunn went too far, TOO, not TO, too far, whomever it is, it isn't her first case. Okay, well, you're still not explaining what exactly did Jay Dunn do to go too far with this person. Because that's my question. I feel like they all are equally antagonize each other. No one is a victim on here. Uh huh. I am just reading. Thank you for telling me there's no sound. I was just reading those comments, but my point is, what has she done in this situation? What exactly has she done in this situation? How long have I been out of without sound? Oh my God. Ronnie Q, did you pay the bill? I don't know. I don't even know when I pressed mute. I had muted myself. Shut up. So, okay. My question is, what has Jay done in this situation? I don't see it. It is too biased around here. I respect you for always being unbiased and saying how you feel. Yes. I just really want to know. Good morning, Beasley. What has she done? I say this respectfully as a point of view only which everyone has. I understand you have a point of view, and I respect everyone has the right to their point of view. But my question is, in this situation, can somebody tell me by Jay Dunn announcing that she's going to Jamaica and somebody coming up to offer to fight them in a ring, and she's saying she's not going to fight anybody in this particular situation? I'm not an apologist for Jay Dunn. I don't accept a lot of the things that Jay Dunn has done, but I'm talking about this situation that has been brought to our attention about something going on with Jay Dunn. Let me see what Cruiser is saying. What she done in this situation? Refused to learn from her previous situations. That's what. Okay. What? She didn't learn. Sorry for sounding harsh. Okay. So she didn't learn from her previous situation. So therefore, she did what, Cruiser? She did what to this person who has brought these cyber stalking or cyber bullying charges against her, Cruiser? Exactly what has she done, Cruiser? I'm not saying she didn't do anything, but I'm just asking because I am not aware. So maybe you guys are aware. We do not know all of the accusations, Ronnie Q. So so you guys have strong feelings. You don't know all the accusations, and you can't tell me anything that you have seen that she has done untoward towards this person. Is that what I'm getting? But we're saying that she hasn't learned, so therefore this person is rightfully filed these charges, or you don't know. You can't say. There are more than just one live with these two ladies. I understand that, Miss Cruiser, and that is why I'm asking the question, what has she done? I am not pretending like she didn't do anything, but I'm asking of you because you're only going to get one side of the story here, one side of the story there. So who has been around to actually and factually say, well, I saw Jay Dunn do X, Y, and Z? Okay, let me see what matters, Scorpio. Maybe it's payback for the other situation when she was wrong. See, that's kind of what I was saying, that a lot of people are more comfortable with. Well, she did wrong in other situations, so she did wrong in other situations. So if she gets charged for something that I really can't say she did, it's okay because she got away with these other situations. But she's on probation for one of the things that she did. But so you feel that it's okay because if somebody come up and press some charges against you that you didn't do, it's okay because you did some shit in your life in the past that didn't have anything to do with them. But it's okay if you get charged for something that is that may not be true. So that's why I'm asking the question. Does anybody have anything concrete that they've seen that she's done? Okay, we all know Jay Dunn has done her fair share of shit. However, it is Ben's. How are you going to challenge her to a fight, but then run to the cops? Weak as fuck. Okay, so Benz threatened her first. Okay, thank you. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I'm hearing a lot of she's done stuff in the past, and she's on probation for one of the things that she's done in the past. And let's not act like people have not been hell bent on getting her probation violated. So I need to know, since she has charges, can anybody who thinks that it's okay and she's done things in the past and this, what has she done to get these charges is my question. She's on probation, so the charges have to be substantiated, and it's a pattern of behavior. She dogs Ben's entire family, including her children and deceased mom. I think that happened prior to her being on probation, however. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. I do think that happened prior to her being on probation. Now, I do not advocate for anybody doxing. That is some BS to me. And for you to turn around and dox somebody because they tell you that you were wrong about something is deplorable. And it's not a lot of advocating for that. It's not a lot of people stand behind docs. It's film noir. You mod for somebody who docs somebody because they put their information on a strike form that they must do to challenge a strike, and they use that information to put out their where they live and a whole lot of other stuff. So I do not advocate for doxing. None, not at all. And I don't dox people. So there's that. Okay, so Ronnie Hugh, you are fighting an uphill battle. These people are incapable of separating the past from the present. They've been plotting to get Jay Dunn arrested ever since they found out she was on paper. And that is the real fact. Hey, Hood Scriptures, how are you? Hey, Betty White. Betty White, I've added an obstacle course to the Perfect Pet Challenge. If your piggies can do an obstacle course with 3 obstacles, you are more than welcome to enter. Okay. And when you have documented patterns of behavior, it's applicable to put the past and the present together. Film noir, I understand that and I agree with that. But my question, Film, is still, what did she do to this person that shows that she has continued this pattern with this person? Film, we don't have a disagreement here. But my question is somebody aware of what she did to this person to continue that pattern? We are all affiliated with people who do questionable things, Ronnie Q. Y'all run with the worst of the worst on here. Okay. And yes, and we we can agree that, people who don't like people think that the people who they don't run with are the worst of the worst. It goes both ways, fam. So that's neither here nor there. But I don't run with people who dox. Hey, Red Vines, how are you? Hey, RNY TV Hood Scriptures. Okay, so it's true that Kimmy and Shelly helped. Is it true that Kimmy and Shelly helped Ben's file? I don't know. I'm just asking because I heard that. I heard that as well. My friends have teeth, though, so I don't have anything to substantiate that, but that is what I heard as well. I heard that there was a video talking about how they could piece together I did not see because I don't watch, but I heard that there was a video talking about how they can capture a video shot of Jay Dunn using her displaying her pow and to act as if that was applicable to Ben's filing these papers. I could be wrong, but that is what I heard. Hey, M. Renee. I'm here for the show. I'm sure if charges was filed, there's concrete evidence. You just can't put a warrant on someone for no reason. There can be fabricated evidence as well. So, until it's hashed out in a court of law and the other party has a chance to fight their case, there could be fabricated. A dude in New York City just got out of prison and won $17 million because the police fabricated the whole case. So Jay Dunn got the lawyers on deck. Hopefully, the pile up won't succeed. The loudest people against Jay Dunn are the ones who say the most horrid things about her and expect her to take it. They've been plotting. Okay, and see, it's a lot of opinions out here. Most people on probation would have logged off. Okay, I definitely agree with that because I'm not, uh, you know, it's amazing how people strut around here and want to affect your real life, act as if it's okay to come into your real life, and like coming into your real life does not have repercussions. I had somebody on here said that maybe they should pay me a visit. Maybe they should pay me a visit, and they have never been invited to my place. But now they're the victim of, oh, my mouth. Oh, I just cursed too much. No, what you did was you were doxing. You were doxing. You're not going to admit that you were doxing. And, oh, I just got to do better. But you're not going to do better because you're still lying. You were doxing. So it's a whole lot of BS that goes on here that people act like they don't see. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay. Astro Kid, the comment you just did with my name is the first one I seen of yours. I didn't see what you typed. I was speaking to someone else. I'm sorry, I missed that. If anyone dislike what Jay Dunn says, turn her off. Go to another channel. Jay Dunn's words should never bother a grown adult who can simply walk away. Yeah, and these are people. It's funny. These people aren't even in the beef sector. Not that people from the beef sector can't come over here, watch and enjoy. It's just weird that one person who is alleged to be in this plot has created their own sector. Another person is from another sector. Nobody is forcing anybody to be over here. But I still have not gotten the answer to my question. In this case, what did Jay Dunn do that I may have missed that have brought these charges upon her? Ronnie Hugh, that is a great point you're making. People often blindly hate without thinking about why. It's good to challenge people to put their dislikes into words so they can see how silly they sound. Thank you. Since I've been on social media, I've seen so much evil being done to one another, and it's a disgrace. People don't have enough happiness and love of self to do some of the most despicable things. It's really something to see out here. What was the threat that Jay Dunn made? Yeah. What was if it was cyber stalking, if it was harassment? I just can't. Somebody tell me, because I'm out of the loop. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm asking a question. Say it again for the slow hoes in the back. I feel like it's weak punk pussy to try to get someone locked up over words. Hey, Ox City, thank you for being here. Okay, I'm not getting any answer to this. Ronnie Q, is everything with Jay Dunn? Did something happen to her? I hope you're having a great morning. I'm not clear on what you're saying. Ronnie Q, is everything with Jay Dunn something happening to her? I'm having a great morning. My bad, Astro Kid. I thought I was replying in general terms, admitted that yes, that's exactly where I am with this. I missed that, but can you press charges on anybody for anything? You can press charges on anybody for anything. You fight your innocence once you're in court. Yes, exactly. And yeah. I just don't see anybody answering my question. Let me go now. And excuse me if I'm overlooking some of you guys' comment. If you are answering my question, can you put like those big exclamation points or something in there? Because I'm I'm not being facetious. It doesn't seem like anybody can answer this question. I guess that answer will be known when the charges with details on the police report are made public. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so that was just my question. Hey, Very Carrie, thank you for being here. Hey, Joy Barnes, thank you for being here. She said something about Alabama, and the only person that I know who I saw hop up on a panel and offer to fight her would be Benzone. And I know her and Benzone have a sordid history, and these are the things that I know. A sordid verbal banter back and forth, but now suddenly Jay Dunn is up on some type of cyber either harassment or cyber stalking allegedly. Don't take it from me. I'm not sure. This is what is running around in chatter. So that's who is. People fighting others' battles indirectly are just as ignorant. Benz doesn't realize that she is just a tool that will be used and thrown away once it's over. And not only that, uh, all any and everything that she said to get this plot, if it's a plot, any and everything she said to get this plot in motion will be displayed and used against her by the same people she's fucking being a do girl for. Jadon is harmless. All of this over words. This is stupid and ignorant. Jadon, listen, I'm telling you, I want to be clear. I do not support many of the things that Jadon has done. And not only that, I have told her when I think that some of the things that she has done was wrong. And I do not go along with doxing. I don't find that to be cute. I don't find that to be funny. I find that to be quite dangerous. And I want to express to you, like, if you think that the person is harmless and oh well they dox you, but they're not going to do anything to you, they're no, but see, because when you put out people's personal information, you don't know who is in the clouds. You don't know if these people who are smiling in your face are the people who can harm your life and or harm your body. You're putting this information out to somebody who probably has never dropped down in the beef sector. And what you're doing when you dox people's addresses, you're putting people's lives in danger. So let's be real clear about the things that I do not condone. No one should be locked up for words. Ridiculous. Exactly. And the thing that I'm asking is, in this case, what has Jay Dunn did to this person in Alabama for her to press these charges? And I'm hearing a lot of stuff that this is karma for what Jay Dunn did in the past. That's the same thing that I heard about VS when VS was put up on felony charges for knocking a bitch in the head who came and sat down at the table and then wouldn't leave. She knocked her in the head at the wrong time, but Shireen acted like she wanted to get knocked in the motherfucking head, sitting at the table all cocky and I ain't leaving, and like, you gon' talk. No, I ain't gonna deal with you. She knocked her in the head at the wrong time, but then she facing felony charges. That's why my question is, it's not about what the person did in the past. What did she do right now? And nobody can answer me. Let me drop the link and see if you guys if you guys just don't feel like writing all this stuff, or say, or bitch, I already answered you 10 times and you passed over my comment. I don't want that to happen. So it's so funny how people act like Jay Dunn has no history of harassment and Ben's nipped that in the bud. Okay, so reality, no script. Okay, so yes, Jay Dunn is on probation. I don't think we needed Benz to nip that in the bud. Jay Dunn is on probation. So with Jay Dunn's history of harassment, whoever took her to court for it, they have her on probation. So what does Benz have to do with that? See, my question is, what did Jay Dunn do to Benz that makes her then go and say that she's done the same thing, that Jay Dunn has done the same thing to Benz? It's not about her past, it's about right now. Hold on, let me put my banner up. I think this is Miss Cruiser coming up. Let me see. Cruiser? Is that
yes,
you, Cruiser?
Yes, ma'am, it's me.
Hey, Cruiser, let me take my banner down. 1 second. Oh, here come Miss Toby. Hold on. Miss Toby, that's you? Let me take my banner down. 1 second.
Hello?
Miss Toby, you got an echo. Miss Toby, you got an echo. Wait a minute.
Do I have an echo now?
It's off. It's off now.
God,
okay. What's
God,
up, ladies?
I hate you, Ronnie Key, because I was taking a break from this fucking beef sucker. I can't stand you, girls.
Okay, Miss Cruiser. I want to let you go first since you came up first, Miss Cruiser.
Hey, Miss Toby. Hey, Ronnie Q. So, hey, everybody in the chat. I hear you. And I hear hard conversations, and I get it. We're talking about focus on this situation right here and what we know so far. And with what we know so far, I still say, now, is it, there's so many things to this. There's so many little parts to this because, you can't, let me just answer your question. You ain't gonna like my answer. The state determines it. I mean, should we be calling the police because we don't because we having squabbles on YouTube? No, unless it's actually is threatening something, your life or your livelihood or something like that. So in answer to your question, what she did in this incident, from what I know, the state would decide whether, what she said was considered by their state a threat or not.
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure these Fates and I'm here for the show. Is that you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cruiser.
So you're asking a question that I don't think people really can answer because we don't know what all the accusations were.
I'm not asking you to tell me what was on the paperwork. I'm asking you, have you seen this happen? Because we see stuff happen. We saw Benz come and offer to pay her $24 or $2,500 to fight because she heard she was and we saw Jay Dunn say, "I'm not fighting nobody," and turn it down. We see people hop up on the panel who she's trying to avoid every time she's on a panel, and we see this. So, what have anybody seen that do you think that could possibly have Jay Dunn in this situation with this woman? I'm not saying she did or didn't. I'm just saying because I don't see everything. So it's enough people in here to tell me. You understand, Miss Cruiser? I'm not.
I understand what you're saying, and I think that one of the things that could be interpreted a whole lot of ways is when she said, if you come to my house, I will. Now, to me, that's a don't come by my. Go ahead.
But she said if you come to my house, she is in a stand your ground state. She got every right to bust off a cat.
But why would she that could be seen a lot of different ways, though, ladies.
Wait a minute. But wait a minute, Miss Cruiser. Why did she say that? Was it because this woman said?
And that's why I say that could be.
I only live.
And that's why I say that could be interpreted a lot of different ways. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I stepped on you. Is that why she said that? Because I never heard her say that I'm gonna come to you. I haven't. I'm not saying
I've never heard Ben say. I've never heard Ben say that she was coming to her. But of course, we all don't catch all the lies. But I've never heard Ben say, "I'm coming to your house." Right. So that could be interpreted of an indirect threat, and y'all know the law is not an exact science. It's argued, it's debated, it's this state and that state. So I understand what you're asking, and I kind of understand what you're getting at, but there's a lot of components to this thing, and I'm not taking up for anybody because I don't wish nothing on nobody. Don't want to see nobody go to jail, but I do. People can't tell me how to feel about nothing because I'm the one that's admitting. Can I separate out the two? No, I can't. No, I can't because I feel like in some places that I feel a little ways about some things that hit me. So you can't tell me how to feel about it, So I get what you're saying, but
look,
there are some people who's going to have a personal attachment and emotion to this that you're trying to make them push it aside, and they may not.
But
But
two
that's
things
not
could
true,
be.
Miss
But
Cruiser.
two.
Excuse me one
Wait a
second.
minute,
One
y'all.
second, Miss Toby. She's
Go
saying people
ahead,
got feelings. I couldn't stand VS. But when VS was going to jail, I thought it was some bullshit because Shireen brought her ass and sat at their table like she was invited. I mean, y'all just keep on. It's many people on here that, and we've all known for a long time that they play these little cop games. They got their little groups together and they decide who they want to go after, and they do it. So I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like this is not what we do, what we've seen. Y'all still sitting up there talking about what she did in the past, and y'all know it's been said on several platforms that they was coming for her. Information about Jay Dunn was coming out before Jay Dunn knew what was going on. So please,
If you recall, I was one of the ones who told Jay Dunn, keep your eyes open and pay attention. But let me slide down because I don't want nothing I'm saying to be misinterpreted. There's a lot of components to this, and
I don't know. Well, you maybe know. Obviously, you know more than what we know because you knew enough to tell her ahead of time. I got this like on the fly, like when it happened. So maybe you'll be more helpful to this conversation because I'm not asking about anything. We know the past stuff. I'm trying to figure out what happened right here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What happened right here?
And it was this situation where I was telling her, honey, pay attention. You cutting up. You need to keep your eyes open, pay attention. I said it in, so I can't remember the person's chat I said it in, and then I said it again when she was on my panel. I said, she mentioned something about, will my mama like the way these people are doing me? I said, no, she would not. She would not, but and she would tell you what I'm telling you. Pay attention. Okay. So, sometimes, I know you're trying to just stay right here, but, if you're already in a situation and these people coming after you, they don't like you, you have to, move a certain way. I mean, we all have to do that. It ain't fair. It ain't right. Life ain't fair.
Right. That is very true. I agree with you on that.
So that's why I said that little smart aleck answer. What did she do in this case? Didn't pay attention to what the previous lessons.
Okay, I get you now.
So that's all. I'm gonna slide down. I wanna.
All right. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. All right. Toby, Miss Toby, what did you have to add to this?
Okay, so I was just basically going to say that, of course, two things could be true. Has Jay Dunn done? Lord Jesus, has she done things in the sector? Of course, but at the same time, it might be a possibility that she's actually innocent in this case. You just never know. You just never know.
Okay, I'm just here for the show.
Hey, I think that it depends. So we all know, Jay Dunn has done things that we don't agree with, that we think are foul, but they're not illegal. They're just foul. The thing that she got in trouble for in Florida was about nude pictures. People are trying to group that all in with the other stuff that she does, and that's not what was her downfall in that case. It was about the pictures. And even those other people writing in letters had nothing to do with it. In Georgia, it could be just like how the thing with Mink and
Cooling.
You can go take out a warrant on anybody. You just fill out the paperwork, pay your fee, then you go and explain your side, and the other person explains their side, and they determine, if that's enough information. I don't know if it's going to be that type of thing, but um, telling somebody that you want to fight them and they say, well, if you want to fight me, I got something for you. I just don't, I'm a hope it doesn't go to her actually being officially charged and, you know, having to serve some sort of sentence or pay some
Hold
sort of
on, hold on,
fine. Yeah.
hold on right there. Okay, I've never heard her say, "If you're gonna fight me, I have something for you." When the
Me
when
either.
the offer of when the offer of a boxing thing came up, I only heard her say, "I'm not fighting anybody."
Right.
That's what I heard. Okay, so
Yeah, so we've seen this stuff, and then I think that also that sometimes the courts don't understand the dynamics of what goes on in these online relationships. So I think that if it's explained to them better, a lot of this stuff will not hold water because it's ridiculous. Like you talking about me and
mhm,
my mama, then I'm talking about you and your kids. But then if you say something about my dead grandmama, okay, we don't cross the line and I'm calling the law. Like for what though? It's just
right.
clogging up the courts for BS. So I hope that it doesn't come to this. I think that she did learn about the picture thing because that's what got her in trouble. It was pictures. It was not her saying stuff out of her mouth about somebody's mama.
Okay, now, Yaya, what do you want to add to this?
All I have to say is that a lot of people are saying she's automatically guilty because it's Jay Dunn and you dislike her. But by the
Mhm.
same token, y'all are so quick to say that she did this, that, and the other when y'all know they were harassing each other equally. They antagonized each other equally.
Mhm.
And I don't feel that because you decide you somebody put a bug in your ear, then now you gonna file charges. And I'm just waiting to see how this turns out. Because if it turns out the way I think it is, a whole lot of other people going to be getting some charges too. Because filing a false police report is against the law. That's all I
That
got to say.
is that is illegal. That is, they see now that is definitely against the law. Yeah. So, Miss Toby, you guys got anything else to add about this?
No, I hope today was the last day that Jay Dunn is going to talk about this and
Mhm.
um and don't talk about the case or anything else until the charges are adjudicated. I don't want her anymore on this platform talking about it.
Yeah. So yeah. So I was seeing a lot of well that she like I'm on Lipstick Alley. Everybody knows that. I remember when that other case went down. People had different opinions, and a lot of the opinions were based on past behavior, not the situation that happened that day. And I was like, oh, and then when the charges were felony, it wasn't about the situation that happened that day. So I like to keep it on the situation at hand because the past stuff is not a part of this, what we're talking about, a case. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I can separate the two. And okay, we can I hear this a lot. We can't tell people how to fight. We can't tell people how to hit us back. But filing a false police report is against the law. So we can find a dummy to go file a false police report if we like. But see, what would if it's to be found that this police report is false, and who's going to suffer the repercussions of this? The dummy or all of us? Just the dummy. So okay. So my next topic at hand. Anything else y'all want to add on this? I
No,
hope Jay
thank you.
Dunn and all that
Mhm.
text and lives that the person went on after her first, and it was a back and forth, not an attack by Jay Dunn. Oh, okay, it was a back and forth, not an attack. And Yaya said that Benz threatened Jay Dunn first. When did this happen? Are you talking about when she challenged her to this
You're right. Right.
boxing thing?
It was never said anything about bodily harm or anything. It was the mama reads, the they was sitting up there when that Jaden put her whole family out there. I didn't see that part. I honestly didn't, but I heard about it and I said that was wrong. I keep telling Jada, doxing ain't where you need to go. You got a lethal tongue, use it. But then I see if you got a lethal tongue and then a bitch get her feelings hurt, she ready to put you in jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sick of all of it. I mean, I don't know what y'all want to make this
You going in and
Hello?
out, y'all.
take it leave.
You went out. You said, I don't know if y'all want to make this the what?
The filling sector. You know, it seems like lately all we're doing is talking about other people's problems, and we got to coddle these motherfuckers, and everybody want to put somebody in jail. I mean, if you don't like the beef sector, leave. Hey, BL, my baby, I love you. It's sickening to me.
Let me address this. Okay, Peanut Gallery 23. I hope she goes to jail. Wasn't Jay Dunn kikiing when Tracy got locked up? Karma is a motherfucker. Well, Jay Dunn wasn't the only one who kikied when Tracy got herself locked up. So should we all be in jail? Really? Should we all be in jail? Okay, Miss Toby dropped it off.
It's amazing to me that when because someone laughed about somebody, I ain't laughed about none of these people going to jail because I don't think jail is a place for us, especially not for no bullshit on YouTube. And y'all keep going back to about VS's past discretions that she did with people. That ain't have shit to do with what happened to her that day at IHOP. Nothing.
Exactly.
Only thing she did wrong was she should have hit that bitch when she sat down at that table. And if you don't cut it out with these goddamn, you and
hit her at the wrong time. Hit her at the wrong time. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Only thing she did.
Hey y'all.
She shouldn't have just not hit her at all. There was no right time. If she would have put her hands on.
Oh yes, it was when she set her.
It was the right time.
It was the right time when she set her ass at that table because she had no business being there. The woman told her to leave her the fuck alone, and you came up there anyway. Hell no, she should have locked her ass at that table.
Well, she got the same results either way, though.
Hold on one second. Who is this? Hello,
Ooh,
Paulette? Hold on
Miss
1 minute. Okay.
Hilarious.
All right. All right, Sean. Sean. Hold on, Miss Paulette. 1 second. Let me see. Sean was next, and then you, Miss Paulette.
Okay. Hey guys, thanks for keep having me up here.
Hey.
Everybody get through it.
Okay.
Okay, so I will say it like this. I agree completely with Face Yaya. Nobody should be going to jail behind words, especially when you are actively harassing somebody and trying to get them to fight. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. S. Hutchinson is behind this bullshit. She done had people call CPS on folks like myself and everybody else. She do all kind of shit and hide her goddamn hand. And Benzo ain't nothing but a goddamn do girl, if you ask me. And when the tables turn, we're gonna be sitting back watching because what does J Dunn mouth got to do with anybody? What does J Dunn relationship with Bambi got to do with anybody on here? Nothing. We all talk mess, we all talk shit, and you hoes running to the police need to get out of the goddamn set because you're ruining it.
And when the tables are turned, do we not think that everything that Benzone did behind the scenes with these people is going to be spilled out here against her?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me answer this person. You got a screen name. Jay Dunn is getting a mug shot soon. It was bodily harm threat. And it was on Brianna's panel. She threatened Benz if she came to the cruise. No, she didn't. Benz challenged her to a physical fight for money on top of it. When Jay Dunn said to that challenge, no, I'm not fighting anyone. So can somebody I'm gonna let you stay because you may have some more bullshit to say. But go ahead, Miss Paulette. Miss Paulette?
Well,
I'm drop down.
I've been thrown into this.
All right, thank you, Sean.
Into this. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I've been thrown into this. Okay, like when this situation happened with Beans and Jay Dunn, which I didn't see any of that. I don't know nothing about what went on. Shelly had a live, and she asked me and Benz, and I think Kimmy, to stay on YouTube after the live was over. She needed to talk to us about something. Okay. While we was back there, Jay Dunn screenshotted some things that was, I don't know how they do that, whatever they be doing when they screenshot backstage. And what we were discussing, they asked me about the problems I had with Jay Dunn, and I told them, and Ben said what she had to say. Shirley had
What she
what
had
she
to
had to
say?
say. Well, I can't say nothing about that because I was told not to. That's gonna
Okay.
come out on the police report. I'm just gonna
Oh
be
my
like that
goodness
there.
gracious.
It's gonna come out. Whatever it
Go
is,
ahead.
which I don't know. I don't know what the girl charged her with. I ain't got a clue. Okay. And see, Jay Dunn seen us back there, in that meeting because she some kind of way she be sneaking in when they stay after the lab. She hit the clink some kind of way and she wound up in them. And so then the meeting was over. And then she came back on YouTube and she was telling people that me, Kimmy, Shelly, and Benz were out to get her. But I'm not out to get her. But and she was been telling everybody that we trying to get her locked up. It's a group of us and blah blah blah. I ain't no group with nobody.
But
I
did you have
I handle my own business.
so did you have
I'm
anything to
listening.
say in that conversation? Did you have anything to say in that conversation, the meeting after the show, when you were backstage with them after the live was over? Were you in on the conversation? So is maybe that why she grouped you in there as well? She
Probably
got a
because
delay.
they asked me what the issue me and Jay Dunn was having. I told them. And
But
that's
okay,
all
so
that,
this issue,
pretty all I say.
so this
And
issue that you and
and I
Jay
just
done,
let them know if she.
I'm sorry, you go keep going.
No, I'm through
Miss
talking. I
Paul,
was listening to you.
I stepped on you. This issue that you have, so everybody back there had an issue with Jay Dunn, and so they were asking you, so what's your issue? What's your issue? What's your issue? Was it like that, Miss Paulette?
Well, it was seen on YouTube and it was discussed, so they knew my issue. And then it kept going. The
Okay.
issue kept going after me and Jay Dunn got into it over there on Nikolai. And I told her, because she was saying something about doxing, and I know she doxed. And I told her, bitch, you on probation. I heard everything you said, and I don't take threats lightly. And I will contact your probation officer because, bitch, you still on probation. Well, they got a whirlwind going on YouTube. Everywhere I'm going, putting the police on her, and you trying to get her locked up. No, I was not trying to get her locked up. I wanted her to back the hell up off me and don't say nothing else to me. Me and you ain't
But
cool.
you
And I know
said
you don't like me, and I really don't care for you.
But you said that after that meeting that Jay Dunn snuck in, that you guys were behind the scenes, that she came out and said that all of you guys who were in that meeting was trying to get her locked up. But you don't want to disclose what was said in that
Yeah,
meeting that happened behind the scenes. So it was
yeah,
you
because that's
and who else? Wait a minute. It was
I
you and who else
I want to
behind the
keep my word.
scenes? Okay, but who was behind the scenes in that meeting, Miss
It was
Paulette?
me,
That's all.
Kimmy, and Shelly being some.
Okay, there we
It
go.
when the live went off, it was me, Shelly, Ben Zone, and Kimmy. And we,
Mm-hmm.
they was asking, what was your problem with it? What is your problem with it? What is your problem with it? Each one of us told what the
Mm-hmm.
problem was. And then
So can
after,
I ask,
and so that meeting
go
was
ahead,
over.
go ahead, go ahead.
We didn't do nothing else. We never have been in the meeting again at all. I ain't discussed nothing with them ladies, and we just speak in chats. That's it. I don't
Okay.
talk to nobody. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, after, like I said, after the thing at Nicholas, that when me and Jason got into it over there. Well, let me tell you, the first thing happened when I was in the chats. How we chat back and forth. I speak to everybody. But one day, Jay Dunn told me, "Do not speak to me anymore because you was talking about me or something." And I told her, "Fine." I hadn't spoke to her in like a year and a half. And it's other people that they tell me don't speak to them, I don't speak to them. Or you can just say, "Paula, don't speak to me," and I won't
Oh,
speak to you. And so, she's
mm-hmm.
not the only one. So I ain't got no problem. I won't speak to you no more. Well, a year and a half later, then the shit happened on Nika's. Now I ain't been talking to you, I ain't been messing with you, and you ain't been messing with me. And the reason I went up on Nika panel that day is because Jay Dunn had held the live up like for 2 hours, and she was trying to get it where Nika would agree with her because Beasley wanted to hit the link and Pizarro was up there or something like that. And she was telling Nika didn't let Beasley come up because Pizarro was up there. And then she let him, Pizarro got down and she let Beasley come up briefly. And she said, "I can't let you be up here because this is Pizarro time. I'll holler at you." She did it just that quick and dropped him. No, he was trying to ask, and I don't understand this rule and all that. You know how they give you a hard time with that. And Nika just wouldn't discuss it no more with him. And went on and left. Well, Jay Dunn, it was like the next day or something. She had been going in Nika like for like 2 hours, saying the same thing 100 different ways. But I think it would be a great opportunity for you. And why you don't know what the opportunity you're missing? Nika was saying, "I'm not gonna interview that man. If you want to, if he's such important to you, you interview him. But I ain't messing with that." And she just kept going on and on and on. And so I hit the link and I said, "Nika, um, are you you sound just down, sound beat down. Are you having a good day?" And she said, "I was, but I'm not having a good day now." I said, "Well, what is the problem? Whatever's giving you a bad time, making you get in this messed up mood where you like blah." I said, "Let's talk about something else." Well, we started talking about something else, and then Jay Don jumped back in it again, and she back with the Beasley shit. How many times a
Uh-huh.
person got to answer this question? You say, you saying the same thing, which I have seen her do that on panel, take up the whole damn live. And so I can't think of what happened, but my son's dad was here because my kids and grandkids was going on a cruise, and he was here with me to send them off. And he came in the room and he said something to me, and I said something back on him. I thought I was on mute. And Jay Don said something about Paulette. "Oh, I know your full name now." And it was like, that's how you can get doxxed. And then I just cussed out and I told her, I said, "Bitch, you don't threaten me. And I don't take lightly to threats. You call yourself threatening to dox me." And then
Right.
Nick, you hear her, she talking to me and this and that. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I done said what I had to say.
Well, let me
You
ask you.
want on probation, bitch, not me. And I can call your
Well,
PO.
let me ask you this,
But
Paulette.
after that, everybody started everywhere I go. They were saying that, I'm listening.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, so if they or anybody or the person who has in Alabama and or Florida come to you and ask you to can you write a statement of what Jay Dunn did to you, would you do it or not? That's all I want. That's my question. Or would you rather not answer?
There has been announcements made on you that if anybody wanted to write a letter like for this case, and it's been people say it online. If you in their lab and they say, well, if you have a problem with J Dunn, if she ever did something to if you want to write a letter, blah blah blah. I ain't wrote no letter. Now I'm just speaking for Paulette.
Mm.
Paulette ain't wrote
Okay,
no letter about
that's my
nothing.
question. So
Paulette
the
did what
horn
she
has
had to do.
so the horn has been blasted that if you want to write a letter a la intrinsic and trot your ass up on panels 3 years later after you done wrote this letter because that's the only relevance you have to be in the beef sector with your black sector scandalous ass, you can write a letter.
It was like for anybody in the live. This wasn't no
Yeah,
backstage
okay.
stuff. This was on live.
Yeah,
Several
because
lives that I've been in. That's been announced.
yeah, because intrinsic I it's to my understanding took it upon herself to write a letter to about her last court case, and she walks around boasting like a rooster with their chest poked out that she was the one who was instrumental in helping getting that done. Now the pictures and what she did was wrong, but intrinsic also had pictures put out, but how come she didn't file her own case? I mean, she can be a character witness to that happening to her. It's just like a lot of people just want to get in on this because of how they feel about her or whatever. Now she said she know your name, but did she say your name out loud? Or she said I just know your name?
Nope, she didn't. She didn't say it on
Okay.
that.
Okay, so but thank you, Miss Paulette, because you are giving some real eye opening information. So Jay Dunn was backstage and she heard
I'm
that
just telling you
whole
my story.
after the show. Mm-hmm.
And
I
so
understand.
then, okay, after that Nika thing that happened on the panel, um, where was it? Oh, I hang around over there in my house. And so it got out in the YouTube streets about what me and her J Dunn conversation was at Nika's. And he asked me about it. And I told him exactly what I said on the panel, that I don't take kindly to threats. And I will call your probation officer because you on probation. You not finna
Mm-hmm.
terrorize me. And you're not gonna mess with me all over YouTube. I'm not gonna get no bitch that right. It's not just her. In the Mo 3 sector, oh, they didn't nobody over there go for that shit about what I said I was gonna do. And I told them, I don't give a damn if y'all don't like it or not. If my mind is made up about doing something, ain't nobody on YouTube can make me change my mind. I'm grown.
Okay, hold on, Paulette. I
And
got
so,
somebody in the back. Hold on, Paulette. I got somebody in the back. Hello, VS.
This is me.
okay.
Okay, hold on. 1 second, VS. Go ahead, Paulette.
And so
Go ahead,
then
Miss
I was
Paulette.
over my house later, couple days later, and chat rep wrote to me in the chat. She said Jay Dunn says she gonna dox you as soon as she get out for probation. And I was like, what the fuck? And so, I didn't say nothing else. And I said, but I asked chat rep on the panel, I had her to come up. I said, what did you say? You said that Jay Dunn said she gonna dox me when she get off probation. And she said, yes. So I didn't say nothing else about it. And then one night, Jay Dunn came over there on my house. And when she was up there, I asked her, I said, Jay Dunn, did you say that you was going to dox me after you get off probation? She never would answer my question. And I told her, thank you. And I got off the panel. And before that
Okay.
happened, I was
Mm-hmm.
at YouTube cameras and YouTube. I was over there minding my own business. J Dunn typed in the chat to me. She said, Paulette, did you say that you was gonna kill me and my dog? And I was saying, this is crazy. And so then later on, she got up on the panel and she said, Paulette said she was gonna kill me and my dog. And then I hit the panel and I said, J Dunn, I never said anything like that. Who told Chat Rep told you a lie. I didn't say that. And then Chat Rep came and she said, yep, because J Dunn asked her and she said, yep, she said that. And it's on video over there at Mahaya's. And I say, well, I want you to get the timestamp because I've never said anything like that. I've never threatened nobody on here. And so then,
you're saying Chat Rep lied on you?
Chat Rep told her a lie like I was going to kill her and her dog. That's how she found out that me and her had bumped heads over there at Nichols. And then this come up about me wanting to kill J Dunn and her dog. And then over on when J Dunn was at Mahaya, finally came over to Mahaya's, I told her, I say, well, did you say that you was going to dox me when you got off of probation? And she wouldn't answer my question. Now, if you want to talk to me and answer me yes or no, what the hell I'm going to do?
But you now know that Chat Rep was lying, right? But you now know that Chat Rep was lying about that whole situation, right?
I knew that in the beginning. I knew that. And I've been on her neck whenever I feel like stomping on her neck, I'm going to do it because I told her until you confess that you lied on me, I'm going to drag your ass anytime I feel like it. And I mean that.
Well, she really didn't lie on you. She lied on J Dunn. She really didn't lie on you. She lied on J Dunn.
She lied to J Dunn about me. She lied to J Dunn.
I got it. I got you. I got what you're saying.
Gonna kill the dog and her.
Okay. So I got it.
On her neck too.
Okay,
she didn't have a dog in the fight. But if you want to get in the fight, we're gonna stay in it. And now she got QI involved in it.
Who got QI involved in it?
QI is calling me a QI and telling everybody it's me and Ghetto Intellect, Shelley, Kimmy, Benzone. Everybody is we got a group going that we and QI, and I told her, you lying, bitch. I wrote solo dolo. I ain't never been in no helping nobody do nothing to nobody on here. But if you've done something online and I see it, if I want to talk about it, I will. And the person can talk about what they say me do and say.
Oh, okay, Miss Paula. Let me see what VS. Yeah, we all gonna talk about it. Let me see what VS has to add to this. Hello, VS.
Hey, Ronnie Q. Thank you for letting me up. I don't know if people are here for J Dunn or against J Dunn, but I just want to tell you something because me and J Dunn has been cordial, but it doesn't change the facts of what I'm about to say. When I was on probation, whether you guys saw me or didn't see me, you thought I was here, did not think I was here. You guys visibly, I wasn't here. I went on no channel, no nothing. And J Dunn would randomly send my probation officer messages saying that I'm still online, which would then put me through a process that I would have to do. And I would have to have one of my friends, which is Cynthia. She would have to come online, show J Dunn is live and actively telling people to call the probation officer. It was no rhyme or reason. It wasn't like it was a beef going on. I mean, this was like a year later, then a year and a half later, and then like 6 months, it would just be random. J Dunn would contact my probation officer. So when I came back, I confronted her about it, and she said, well, you don't have proof. We then pulled up the emails to show her where Cynthia had to contact the probation officer and show that Jay Dunn was actively had the probation officer name, phone number, address, everything in the live, in the title. So she said it's not true. We had the link. So I said unprivate the video because she said there was no video at all. She had the video unlisted and then it went from unlisted to private. The video is not even deleted. And we sent her the link and said, undo it so you can prove that you're saying you didn't do that. She would never do it. So I don't feel sorry for Jay Dunn because she did that to me at random the whole time I was gone. So like I said, I don't know if y'all here defending her, but Jay Dunn has done things like this before. And I'm not looking for no sympathy because I can hold my own and I know how to do my stuff just like she do her stuff or whoever else. But what I'm saying is for anybody who's feeling empathy or sympathy for her, like she did me the same way and I was actively bothering anybody. Like I was minding my business and she was still doing shit. And I showed her the receipt. So I don't feel sorry
Okay.
for her. And I do have paperwork and willing to write a statement if I need to show that Jay Dunn do stuff like that. So and
Okay.
because it does not change the fact of what she did. And there were steps I had to go through while on probation each time she did that shit. Each time.
Okay. So I do understand exactly what you're saying. I did not know this information. I'm not on here advocating for or against Jay Dunn when Jay Dunn has done some things that I felt that was too far, was over the line, and was absolutely wrong. I have told Jay Dunn herself what I thought about those things. What I am here for was to ask the question about what did Jay Dunn do in this instance for these charges to be filed, alleged cyber stalking or alleged cyber harassment, if those are the charges. And I was asking, what exactly did she do to get these charges put on her? Because the only thing I saw her do was say she was not going to fight Benz when Benz hopped on a panel to say to invite her to a fight when Jay Dunn said she was going to Jamaica. So nobody has been able to tell me what Jay Dunn did to somebody in Alabama who we are assuming is Benz. And now they're saying that there's another complaint about a person in Florida. So we are yet to understand if that's a total separate person or what's going on with this Florida connection with this thing. So I just wanted to know exactly what did she do? A lot of people are saying, well, she's done a lot of stuff in the past. Like you said, she's did this in the past. You got a lot of people commenting in the comment section. Oh, well, that's Carmen. Oh, well, but see, my point was, I just want to know what did she do to get these charges under? Because like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here, like when you had that situation, a lot of people was like, and when they pressed charges and gave you felony charges, and I was like, that's some bullshit. I said, if she was a clear person or one of those senators' wives up there who had gotten into it, they would have probably just gave her a ticket and to show up to court. They always over prosecuting Black people. So I wanted to know what she did. And then a lot of people's like, oh, well, she done things in the past. And what about all that other stuff she had did in reference to you? I said, she's not arrested for those things. She's arrested for what happened then. And I felt that if you had bopped her in the head with a syrup bottle, you wouldn't even have been arrested. Because that's just my opinion. You should have bopped her right there at the table. So my point is, everybody knows Jay Dunn did some fucked up shit, but I'm trying to figure out what she did right here and now to get these charges.
Oh, I know, and I hear what you're saying, and which would mean somebody possibly told a fib on her, but that's the reason why I came up, because it could be very well the same thing she did to me by randomly calling people probation officers and telling a fib. So even if they're lying on her, now she see what it feels like for somebody to call in while you're on probation and to lie on you. That's the only thing, because I was actively, you guys didn't see me. You know what I'm saying? So what am I doing? She would just randomly do it, and it would be no rhyme or reason. And then she said it wasn't true. And when I pulled up the email from the probation officer, from what Cynthia sent to the probation officer with the links and the timestamps and everything, she said, oh, no, that's not true. Well, we had the link, and everybody kept saying, make the video public, J Dunn, we still got the link. We still got the link because the link literally said it was unlisted. Then it went from unlisted to private. She wouldn't show it and she just tried to smooth it over. I don't have a current beef with J Dunn, and it may be one now because I'm saying something. But my thing is, I like to sit back now and do a lot of watching. A lot of people are weirded out because I do more watching now than talking, and I like it like this more. It messes money up a little bit, but I still get what I need, and I sit back and I watch because all these people who have done stuff to me, it's coming back in full circle. Now you could like VS or dislike VS. I'm not doing a lot of things that I used to do, but best believe you do something to me, I'm going to come right back and make sure that whatever mistakes I made in the past, I don't make them in 2023. And so far, it's been so far so good. So, and I didn't want to even come up here because I know a lot of times if I try
When
to,
you was on probation,
I'm listening.
when you was on
Hello?
probation, she did do videos and she gave your PO stuff out. Now I don't know if anybody bid on it, but she did that several times. But she ought to know private in the video ain't gonna do no good because she tried to delete the stuff that she had on Bambi. Some of that stuff with the naked stuff. They got a forensic, computer forensic person. They subpoenaed YouTube so that they can go in the files, and they pulled everything on her, deleted and all. It was in the court documents. So you can't hide shit.
That's all they
Even
had
if
to
you
do was
delete.
subpoena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had
So
the
yeah, thank
information
you
to
for
the,
that
they,
information.
yeah. I had the information to the people who
And
was
so,
writing in and
they
stuff,
can
but
get
I would
them.
have to, yeah, they was saying I had to go through a process to request information from the judge because it was a sealed case. That case that I was in, they sealed it because too many people was calling in trying to get information. I didn't even request for my case to be sealed. They sealed it automatically because of all the phone calls and stuff. But running Q, that's all I want to just make mention of. She might get mad because I came up here and said it, but I'm not gonna sit back and let Jay Dunn look innocent because she did the same thing. So that's all. I'm gonna step down. Thank you, Running Q.
All right, thank you for coming up.
But I heard
All
you
right, bye-bye.
when you talked to her about
Hold
this.
on one sec. Hold on one second, Miss Paulette. Then somebody else is in the back.
I remember when VS.
Now, Beasley, you got to stay on topic now. You gonna stay on topic?
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Beasley. You got to stay on topic.
Okay.
What'd you say, Miss Paulette?
Miss Paulette was with me.
Okay, don't mess with Miss Paulette.
He was writing stuff
Beasley.
in the chat. I'll cuss him out,
VS, you still up here? Or you step down? Right, hold on one second. VS, did you step down? Because your icon is still up here. All right, I'm a exit her. I thought she stepped down. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to add, Beasley? And it better be on topic, Beasley.
Or what?
Or you gonna get dumped. Because I ain't singing you happy birthday.
Yeah, free J Dunn. She ain't done that much. She's just a bad kid. I've done way worse than her on here.
Well, we know that. So,
but I've never put out anybody's nudes.
And that's why she's on probation.
And that's one thing that I won't do. Just because it's something special that person sent you, I wouldn't do that.
Beginning. No, I don't think that. I don't. That's why I don't dox people. I definitely don't think that. I clearly stated that Jay Dunn has done some jacked up stuff. I clearly stated I don't agree with that, and I don't go in for doxing people. So I think, when you guys make things y'all all inclusive, that is not how everybody on YouTube gets down. I know a lot of people like y'all all do this, y'all all lie, y'all all, but everything is not all inclusive of every content creator. Okay, go ahead, Miss Paulette. Now, will you be writing a letter even though no one asked you to write a letter? Now you saw how Chat Rep decided to come on here and lie and say that you threatened to off Jay Dunn and her dog. So do you feel that
I
you
did.
have all the things that you heard that Jay Dunn has done or said about you, have you been able to see her do it yourself, or you just believe it because based on the things that you have see her say about you?
As long as Jay Dunn leave me alone, I'll leave her alone. I want to say just like it is. You ignore me, and I'll ignore you.
But that's good, honorable of you to
You know,
say.
and I did not write a letter.
And
And I did not
yeah,
write a letter.
and if and then you're more within your right to react how you want to react by somebody talking about they got your name and all that type of stuff. I get it. I get it. But
She heard
you
my son
sure?
Daddy walk in here in my bedroom.
Yeah, but
She
I'm
sure did.
sure.
And she said as soon as she said that, I just
Okay. Yeah. You I get it, Miss Paulette. Yeah, there's nobody want to play around with all that, and
mhm.
you know, have to adjust their life accordingly for no particular reason. Then a motherfucker got a motherfucking hair up their ass. But yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
Now, Miss Paulette, will you be
But I didn't do anything to her.
reconsidering?
I can
I
say
understand. Now, will you be
I'm not putting a fight against
reconsidering?
her.
Would you be reconsidering uh giving the details of this behind the scenes get together? What do they call it? Ponderosa. Will you be considering detailing the event that happened in that behind the scenes Ponderosa? And if so, will you commit to doing it on my channel?
No, I don't want to do that. Because I gave my word.
I
I'm serious.
tried.
I gave my word.
I tried.
And if I give my
Okay, Miss.
I can't do that. But I ain't gonna do no more of
I,
that
I, I
shit.
tried.
Behind the meeting with people and stuff. Because I don't do that. But Shelley asked me when the live was going to stay up here. I need to talk to you and Kimmy and Benzo after the live. That's when I stayed there and we talked. And like I said, Jay Dunn was back there too. She heard everything and seen everything. Because she took her screenshots and everything. But she ain't got no screenshots of what I put. I ain't put shit.
Well,
And I explained exactly
you
what
guys
happened
were
between
talking,
me and her.
but you guys were talking in your voices at that point. So she may even have screen recorded it. See, because the screenshot, once the
And if
live
she
is over,
did,
you're not doing back chat stuff. You would have to screen record that because you guys are talking again.
but she could, I have nothing to hide. If she
I,
recorded,
I
she could play it. I don't give a damn.
yeah,
Because I didn't
I
do
didn't
nothing
say you
wrong.
had. Yeah, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just trying to put together
I wish she
how
would play it.
yeah. So if
Yeah,
if she got it, it's not going to do her any good to say she got it unless she has it on screen record. Is my point.
okay. And like I said, lately QI been picking and I've been cussing her and I've been dragging her. But she gets drunk and she get on the panels. And see, like one night she was up there sloppy drunk and she was mad at Nika. But then she took it out on me. And I had to drag her for her life. You know what I'm saying? I've been dragging her ever since. She been threatening to put the police on me. I told her, call the damn police. If you call the police on me, I'm going to get you for elderly abuse, bitch. Now let's do it. You know.
She's like, I live in it. The elder abuse, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you got to say, bitch.
And girl, every day since then, every time she get on the piano, Every time she get on the panel, now she was saying, and me and Miss Paulette, we almost the same age. Bitch, I ain't told you how old I was. I just told you I'm an elder. You can't say we close in age. But see, she's scared I'm gonna put the law on her. But bitch, you the one said you gonna put the law on me. And then she wanted to fight me. She been wanting to fight me. And so she was telling me to no. I said, well, QI, you done threatened to beat me up several times. If you put your address in here, I'll come to you. But at first I told her we could meet in any state you picked, but I wanted in the South. And I called out different states, and she, when else I say it could be a mutual place, but we don't know nobody. We just took a damn park or whatever, and let's get this shit going. And so then she was saying, nah, you come to Mississippi, Jackson. And I say, but put the numbers with it, bitch. So I know exactly where to come to. Listen, now you put your ad in. I said, girl, I ain't even finna. Girl, bye.
Miss Paulette, now you and QI going out to a park somewhere, and one of you gonna dislocate your shoulder, the other one gonna break a hip. Y'all better sit them brittle bones down somewhere and leave it on the YouTube streets. Is what I'm saying. Because, dude, it take a long time to fall after you get a certain age.
I was not talking about fighting her, but she's not gonna keep threatening to kick my ass. So I had to tell her I was coming to tour. I asked her to meet me.
I get it.
Do that. And like I said, if you put your home address in there, I'm gonna come to your house. And she said, I ain't gonna know what you look like. Yes, you will, because it's gonna be a bitch that you ain't never seen. An older woman that you ain't never seen in your life. That's gonna be me. And then I told her I even blow the horn when I get there. You know?
I know. but thank you for coming up, Miss Paulette. Yeah, because these people are crazy.
All right, well,
yeah. So,
girl, I had to get that out because I knew, I had people saying I'm involved in this. I'm not involved in this. I ain't in no group, and I don't want to be grouped with Shelly and Shelly. Then I ain't in no group. I ain't never been in a group, but that's the lie that's going around on YouTube.
Well, that was the first of me hearing about that, and I would have had some questions. I'm glad you came up here and got it out and told us what is really going on.
I'm just telling you my part, but a lot of the stuff it plays out over there on my heels. People approaching me or whatever. It plays out over there, not over here in the.
All right, Miss Paulette. I appreciate you coming up. All right, Miss Paulette. Anything else you want to? Anything else you got to add?
Guys in the streets.
I'll see you around in the street as well, Miss Paulette.
Nope, I'm through with this conversation.
All right. Thank you. Okay, we have Miss Paulette dropping teas in the place. So, today I did come live to talk about I came to live to talk about somebody who is stunted in their growth and their development. While they think that they look like this, and while they walk around and dress like they're someone in their preteens or their teens, they're actually out here looking like this. Now, I want to know if this chick, bitch, were you on that Book of Sugar when you were talking to me yesterday? In whose chat was that? I think it was Pizarro's or Lady Nika's chat. Hold on, I got somebody in the back. Hey, William.
Hello again, Ronnie Q.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I had to laugh at what you said about us old folks getting out there wanting to fist fight.
Yeah, it's a long way down after you get beyond a certain age.
But to reiterate this morning about things you said, you were asking strong questions and you were saying the truth. Like I said before, even when I was on Jay Dunn's panel, if she needs me to write anything for her, we get into little arguments and beef and scuffles and we talk about each other on here on YouTube. But to have somebody locked up just because of words, that is ignorant. And especially on the part of us Black people, when we're trying to be out here and try to show other people that, hey, yeah, we can disagree, but doggone it, why do you run to the, as you say, clear face all the time when something goes wrong when you don't like words?
Well,
So,
be careful with your words, William. We got a half clear face up here on the panel with us right now. But go ahead. Beasley, you were
yeah,
supposed to laugh. That was a joke. That was a joke, Beasley. You were supposed to laugh. Go
Oh,
ahead, William.
yeah, Beasley, I'm gonna do something I have never done before.
I don't use racial slurs, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna do something for you I've never done before. I've always done it for the women, but this will be the first for me. Okay.
You're
Hold
not
on
gonna
1 second.
you're
Hold
not
on
gonna
1
flash
second.
me, are you?
Okay. Okay.
You're not gonna flash me, are you?
No, Beasley. What am I
Oh,
flashing for?
who are you?
Okay. All right. You ready, Beasley?
No, who are you first?
That's William Carruthers.
William
That's
Carruthers.
William
Oh, that
Carruthers.
guy harasses me in the chat.
No, I don't harass you. You harass
I
yourself.
thought I
Anyway,
thought
Beasley.
I thought you were
Anyway,
white.
let's get on with it right quick because what I'm about to do,
No,
you
don't do it.
hope you appreciate it.
No, all right.
Okay. Happy birthday to
That's nice of
you.
you. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Beasley. Happy birthday to you. There you
Thank
go,
you.
Beasley. You have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day at the nursing home.
Appreciate it.
Mr.
Thanks for
Carruthers,
letting me up.
Hold on. Hold on, William.
Work.
Hold
Keep
on, William. Wait a minute, William. Are you trying to talk to William VS?
yes, I wanted his opinion. Because I know he said, he's here in defense of Jay Dunn. So what if Jay Dunn did the same thing to somebody else that could have got them locked up?
BS. Let me talk to you as an older man that's been around and watched people do things all my life. Uh, I'm gonna correct you about something about not being able to be on YouTube or anything, listening to people. When I was on probation,
That's not the
I
question. So you're not going to answer the question that
let
Jay
me,
Dunn did
let
the
me
same
can I
thing to me?
finish? Can I finish? I'm
Well,
talking with
hold on. I asked the question and you said you don't want to answer, but you want me to listen to you talk about something else.
no. I didn't say I didn't want to answer. What do you want me to answer?
Well, my question, I said, you're speaking about helping Jay Dunn in this situation about, you said somebody lying on her, getting her in trouble. And I said, she did the same thing and I showed the evidence. So,
Well, you see, okay. Let
Jay
me
Dunn
answer
did
that.
the same thing and I
VS,
showed evidence.
VS, your phone is breaking up. We can only hear like every other word. You want to drop down and come back up?
Yeah, let me do that.
All right.
Yeah, I'll wait for her to come back over, Ronnie Q, because I will definitely answer this for her. Because, like I said, being older, way older than she is, seeing a lot of people do stuff in their lifetime to other people, especially Black people, we got to learn to stop it. Especially when it comes to these simple things as words or doing things. So, yeah, I'll wait for her to come back up.
So Beasley, what do you want to add to? I see you came back up. What's going on, Beasley? You're on mute, Beasley.
I'm just peacocking a little bit.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, VS.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello?
now, yeah, I hear you. Now, William, can you just answer the question that she has at hand, though?
Yeah,
I can.
go ahead and shoot it.
You forgot the
Okay.
question already.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Beasley, and hello,
Thank you.
Mr. Carruthers. I just
Hello.
listened to Jay Dunn's video back and forth. I've been going back and forth, and I saw she was crying on the video, speaking about her father is sick, and this is stopping her father from doing this and that or whatever. Jay Dunn did the same exact thing to me, and we was not even actively fighting. I was gone for 3 years, and she randomly held lives doing the same thing, which put me in a position where that was a process I had to go through each time. When I came back, I asked her about it, and she said, "Well, she don't really want to speak on it." I'm gonna have to find that video. And so I said I had proof, because she said, "Could I show proof of it?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I bet you can't." So I sent her the email from my friend who was helping me get the information to pass off to my probation officer to show that this woman was live with all of my probation officer information, telling people to call, and it was at random. She had the video unlisted, then put it on private. She didn't delete it. So everybody's asking her, "Can you unprivate the video so you can say that you did not do it?" She refused to. You're saying you want people to feel sorry for Jay Dunn, right? You want people to write letters in support of her, right?
Okay, yes, I'm saying I'm supporting her. I'm not at. Wait a minute. I'm not
Right,
asking other people to
but she's
do it.
doing the same
I'm
thing.
saying what I'm going to do.
Right. And I hear that, but what I'm saying is she did the same thing.
I understand that, BS, and it was wrong for her to do that also. But still, that doesn't make two wrongs don't make a right. That's what I'm trying to say. And
I agree.
if we're trying to stop all this running to the pale face, as they say, telling everything that goes on, getting on here, wasting the court's time about little trivial stuff with words, then we should be able to support people that are tired of it.
I agree. Listen, the only thing I want to hear that you understood that she did the same thing to other people as well. And it's not wasting the court time. And it's not little small words. Hold on. It's not little small words, because one thing I learned is little small words can turn into really big things. So you got to nip it in the bud very early. And that's what I've been doing in 2023, nipping everything in the bud.
Me as well, VS. Now, VS, oh, hold on, William. VS, let me ask you a question. So, if you had not done anything, tried to reveal any personal information on someone, and then you hear someone go live saying maybe they should come visit you at your home, what would you do?
I mean, I've had way worse said to me.
No.
So I mean, that's small right there.
Answer.
What would I do?
No.
I would definitely.
If somebody you had not invited to your home said that maybe they have your address and maybe they are going to come pay you a visit, what would you do?
Yeah. Okay. What would 2023 VS would do is I would document, but it's not much I can do legally with that, because they would have to put a name on it, and they would have to direct it towards me. But I would document it.
Let's say all that did happen. So what would you do if somebody
I would do the paperwork. I would do the paperwork.
And somebody showed up at your home? Let's say somebody said that and gave some doxing information on you, and somebody else showed up at your home. What would you do?
I would do the paperwork. I'd do paperwork for sure.
You gonna put paperwork on some strange person that shows up at your home because somebody doxed your information, VS?
I need more of a direct, because I'm trying to figure out where you going with this. If somebody did that to me right now,
and some strange person off of YouTube showed up at your home, you're gonna put paperwork on that strange person off of YouTube who showed up at your home.
Absolutely. If somebody's strange from my home right now, I'm calling the police. Absolutely. I wouldn't have done that no different what Benzone said. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up, VS.
I mean, hold on. And let me say this, because people don't use words anymore. They use the paperwork. So yeah, I would feel threatened by that. Absolutely.
No. When people show up at people's homes uninvited, stranger off of YouTube, accost you at your home, people use more than paperwork.
I get what you're saying, but no, I wouldn't even do the hand. No, I ain't doing no hands. I go back and post up down 911. No, I'm just gonna call the police, especially
Okay.
depending on where you at. What I know now, I just sit back and call the police.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody ain't been where you've been, so everybody have different experience. So everybody have to garner themselves based on their own experience. I understand what you're saying. The person
Yeah,
you are now, like I
yeah,
say, yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, people ought to be careful about that type of dumb shit. All right. Thank you, VS. Thank you for
yeah.
coming up.
Before she
Okay.
leaves, let me answer
All
the
right, bye.
question. Before she leaves, let me answer the question. It's real simple. What goes
She's
around comes
already
around.
gone. She's already
Yeah,
left.
if the same thing happened to her, she shouldn't feel anything. In fact, she should get some payback. And I like Jay Dunn, but I don't know everybody's story.
Well,
Miss Cruiser, Miss Cruiser, hold on, Miss Cruiser. But is it legal to invite them to your home with the intentions to harm them? Who was invited? I clearly stated somebody said that they would come to your home uninvited, Miss Cruiser, uninvited. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, to be honest with you, Roddy Q, with me at my age, you come to my home uninvited and talking about doing something to me, I ain't gonna call the police. I got 8 of them right here. So when I get through, then I'll call them. Now that's being honest. That's being me as a man out here. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. When you come to do bodily harm to me, self-preservation is a law of the nature.
You got eight. You got eight. What, fingers and toes? What do you got eight of?
Uh,
No,
Beasley,
listen,
Beasley.
don't start this on my channel. All right, Mr.
He
Carruthers.
already
Thank
Yeah,
you
took a
for
please
shot
coming
at
don't,
up.
me.
please don't,
Thank
Beasley.
you for coming
Please
up.
don't,
I'm
Beasley.
gonna go on with my commentary, Beasley and Mr. Carruthers. I was on to a different topic, so thank you guys for coming up. It's been great having you. And if you want to
Thank
come
you,
up and
Ronnie
discuss
Q.
this next topic, you're more than welcome to be here. Thank you. All right. So, all right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, but that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So I definitely agree with you. He invites them all the time and with threats, and then yeah, we saw what happened. But these are not games to these are not games to play out here nowadays, because everybody's not playing with you, and some people take their safety, their personal safety, very seriously. So these are not things to play with in these YouTube streets. I don't know why people are acting like they don't understand English, but yeah, it's crazy. um Let me see. um where was I? Okay, so let me see what Kina is saying. There's a lot of false bravado on here. Yeah, but there's also a lot of fear on here of someone showing up at your home because some idiot is putting doxing information out on you, and therefore there's a lot of fear of some Looney Tunes, some follower. You see, you have followers filing police cases and charges and things of that nature. So there's a lot of fear of people putting information out here like that could possibly, and saying that they're going to come to your home, and that could possibly put your life in jeopardy. Your life. These are serious things. People play games and act like it's cute and funny, and like, oh, they don't know what they're doing, and say they're coming to your home. But what you're doing is you're putting people's lives in jeopardy. So people always want to act, oh, that it don't mean, oh, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing because it's happening to somebody else. That's why it don't mean nothing. Oh, dusty chair. If I rode a short bus and indeed needed a helmet, where is that a read at? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Okay. I don't know if it's false bravado or shame or plain batshit crazy people. Okay. Ronnie Q, take my comment down. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up there, Miss Cruiser. I mean, Miss Toby. Oh, you guys are squabbling in the chat. Okay, so let me go back. Let me see. I'm calling the popo because I'm scared of everybody. I got shit to lose. Exactly. Exactly. But, you know, it is what it is. So let me go back to what I was talking about. I think that somebody was on some booger sugar yesterday. I was on a panel and I came up to ask some questions of onslaught. What exactly is an onslaught? Let's see what an onslaught is. An onslaught is a fierce or destructive attack. So we have seen this onslaught in action many a times. We have seen the crying and I'm hoarse and I can't talk, and somebody died, my cousin died, my dogs died, my baby, my grandbaby who I ain't never met, he's 10 years old, but I ain't never met him. But now suddenly I am the person who's in the hospital all night with somebody who I don't even know. Shoot, I don't know if this trick ass bitch really just lied and said the boy is mine, but oh, I'm the concerned grandmother, so I'm in the hospital all night. All night you in the hospital, you can't answer. You got all these texts coming to you talking about, oh, there's a whole lot going on between James and Lady Nika, and you getting all these texts and everything. But you did actually say that Lady Nika text you as well, but mysteriously you didn't get Lady Nika's information. And then you got all this information that James and Lady Nika was going at it, but you didn't think it was behind you saying to Lady Nika that you were going live to drag, quote unquote, the silverback, which was meant to be that you were going live to drag James. So when you heard that James and Lady Nika was going at it, and you knew that Lady Nika had delivered that message, you didn't understand that your ass may be in the mix or in the middle of all of this BS that was going on. So therefore, conveniently, you were unable to answer Lady Nika's text that she gave to you. So is this what we to believe? And then you also come on there and you say you got all this information about what was going on, and it must have been the hospital and all the machines and stuff, and Ma was in there with my grandbaby all night, and all the machines in there must have blocked the Wi-Fi. Oh, all these machines sound like he was in ICU. All these machines and stuff. Well, that's awfully odd that yo poor grandbaby that you was in the hospital all night, that you ain't know you had until he was 10 years old. Now he's in the hospital. Is he really your grandbaby? Or okay, so he's in the hospital. You couldn't get no text from Lady Nika, but you got all these messages about stuff was going on between her and James. So I tried to call. I couldn't get no Wi-Fi. It don't take Wi-Fi to text, bitch. It don't take no Wi-Fi to text. Your text is not garnered upon Wi-Fi, bitch. Who do you think you're talking to? But then after you say all that, then you say, I didn't know what was going on. But you, at the same time, you are on Instagram with Yaya, texting Yaya. But guess what? Takes Wi-Fi. Instagram, bitch. So how you texting Yaya? Because Instagram takes, you have to be on Wi-Fi to get onto Instagram. But you can text Yaya, but and tell her that you're texting because you know what's going on, but you mad at me because I question you about what you said. Now you want to talk, and see, this is a key thing. See, anytime a person talks over you while you're talking, they don't want you to be heard. See, that's why I'm going to my channel to be clearly heard. I didn't ask Lady Nika to drop what time I was going live. I set up a reminder to remind anybody who want to hear what I have to say to know that I'm going live. See, what you did was a bunch of bullshit. And you want to use Lady Nika to let everybody know you going live when you talked about it with Ness, but you didn't want to let Ness to let everybody know you were going live. And then all of a sudden you do the same thing that you always do. You disappear, you come back, you sick, you can barely talk, somebody died, something happened, it was an emergency, it flooded, my dogs can't swim. It's natural. It's a natural action for dogs. You don't have to send a dog to swim class. Dogs know how to swim. It's a natural reaction for dogs to swim. But your dogs drowned and all that shit. April, I understand that you were upset that when I got up there and started talking, I busted you and all that bullshit and all those lies that you were telling. But here's the thing. Don't talk over me because it's not going to work, because I'm going to have my voice heard. And everybody saw you for the lies that you were telling, just like you were just rolling a blunt. You sat up there, shook your butt, talk about what, oh, I got some stuff for my nephew, and I bought it over there in the net. So you was so what are you saying you were doing? Yeah, but he got a dispensary card. He didn't have a dispensary card for him to give it to you to then take to a, well, that's you the third party, you the second part. No, he's the first party. You're the second party. He didn't get it to then be able to take it to some chicks from out of town to have a good time in Miami. That's not why he has a dispensary card for himself. So what were you saying? Exactly what were you saying you were doing? Exactly what were you saying you were doing? See, April, you need to say less sometime. April, you need to understand that while you want to act and sit and pretend like you some young bitch, no, you're not some young bitch. You're an old bitch. And you're an old bitch who really needs to know better. And bitch, you really need to do better, you old motherfucking hoe. So you sat up there. I didn't call you out your name. I busted you on your shit. So that's why I'm talking to you the way I'm talking to you right now, because I busted you in that bullshit you tried, and then you had the nerve to call me a bitch. But bitch, you are the most pathetic, ugly motherfucking bitch sitting up there looking like God knows what. Sitting up there looking like God knows what. Because I busted you in those lies that you told, April. Don't try it with me, April. Fuck you in the bullshit that you were talking, April, because you are a certifiable liar, April. So the next time you're on a panel lying, I'll wait till you leave. But see, all of a sudden you wouldn't leave that panel when shit was going bad. Oh, I'm driving, I can't talk. I'm driving, I can't talk. When you're trying to get away from shit, you driving and you can't talk. And when you're trying to get away from shit, oh, you can't come live because the men is pausing. All the men are pausing. You sound so dumb. You really sound dumb. All these lies and medical emergencies and excuses really make you sound like a dumb woman. And it is so sad to know that they have somebody running around Miami in delusions of being a bad bitch who bums money from cigarettes, who comes on to ask for cash apps for cigarettes. Quit walking around like you're a bad bitch. Save that shit for somebody who really believes that maybe you can go to another sector, because it's not a lot of dumb women over here. It may be a lot of women who play dumb. I'm not going to placate you because you decide to sit up here and lie, and then when get busted in those lies, you think you're going to turn around and call me a bitch? You a motherfucking street walker? You think you're going to turn around and call me a bitch? You a motherfucking jailhead? You think you're going to turn around and call me a bitch? Baby, you may want to reevaluate your life, because if I ask you a question and I don't call you out of your name, I ask for clarity. I didn't come up there with it, oh, just because you don't like me. No, it was just because you didn't like the truth that I was dolling out about your words, bitch. Don't call me no bitches because I catch you in lies and I ask you questions about the things that you said out of your very own mouth. Fuck you, hoe. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Excuse my language. I just wanted to make sure that we, that I had to, speak up on that trashy ass bitch who had the nerves to call me a bitch because I had some questions to ask about those lies she was telling. It was a great live. I thank Paulette for coming up. I thank Sean Bradley for coming up. Miss Toby, I thank you for coming up. Yaya, I thank you for coming up. I am here for the show. Thank you for coming up. And Beasley and William Carruthers and VS, I thank you all for coming up, for joining the show, and for being a part of the commentary on today. It was very fulfilling, very rewarding, and very interesting. Okay, so my last thing, we're going to have our perfect pet competition. It is coming up on December 16th of this year at 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can enter. You have to take your thread through 3 obedience commands of your choice. The more difficult the commands, the higher you will score. And if your pet, if you happen to have a snake or a gerbil or a rat or a rabbit that don't take verbal commands, you can do an obstacle course with 3 challenges on that course. The more challenging the obstacle that they complete, the higher points you will get. You can enter a bird. You can enter any pet that you have. We're going to have a 3-judge panel. They would judge you they would judge each contestant 1 through 4 after each phase of the competition. And there will also be a poll in the chat for the chat to vote 1 through 4. The chat's vote will be added to the judges' votes. Winner will take all in this competition. So if you would like to join me in the competition, just make a comment under my flyer post and let me know that you want to join. And thank you for coming out. And I got to run. And I appreciate you guys for being here. And I hope you have a great day. See you around.